104 years of the gameplay and already double Zlewikk? Hold my mercs, we are just getting started over here. And of course, if any of you is not subscribing yet, this is a perfect moment to do so, because there's plenty of 1.35 content coming and you're gonna get notified about this thanks to the subscription. Welcome back to our Swiss mercs only campaign, where I'm taking the biggest advantages possible from mercenary ideas, card ideas, merc ideas in Swiss, as well as bonuses to mercenaries in the government. As you remember, we did manage to get Zlewikk by 1499, and by 1527 we already have 157 provinces. Goal for today is to keep expanding without taking any ports, and ideally also unite most of Germany. That's gonna be tough due to AE and the fact that in 1527 we still don't have reformation, but we'll see what I can do. I finished the last episode for war and I still need more power points to core these provinces, but I cannot lose opportunity to attack excommunicated Milan, especially that they are potential member of our coalition. And with our amount of money, I will promote this advisor to level 3. Yeah, for now level 3. As I have a lot of money, why don't I become Defender of Faith? That's more of armies and additional missionary. So Mr. Milan, only 3 provinces. That's a bit more war score than expected, but also like no AE. The only problem is, I think I stated this, no. So why it costs so much to core 260 admin mana? I don't have it. We should think about releasing a subject here. But there's nothing. I thought that I would at least be able to release Savoy, but not in this provinces. You know what? I can actually decrease the coring cost by simply concentrating and taking 9 out of 11 development, which makes it a bit better. Cannot slow down. Remember, coalition is around the corner. I'm gonna attack Poland, just so they won't be able to join any of my coalitions, and I'm not really sure if I'm gonna take much, maybe just Warsaw to release Mazovia there, we'll see. At last, Protestant Reformation just started in Aachen. It's time to start saving some other units. I'm taking all of this from Poland, nobody cares. And in this terrains, well, I could start coring all of this. I actually have admin mana to do that, and I don't have Diplo mana. You know what, I changed my mind. I will just go ahead and core it by myself. An interesting mission we got. They're asking us to get Republican tradition to 85. In exchange, I'm gonna get for 15 years, 0.5 yearly Republican tradition. Well, I'm really ahead with mill points. I could start investing, like, when is the next election? The thing is, only 2 years. Okay, so in these 2 years I'm gonna get 4, so 59, so it means I would need to get another 16. One click here gives me 3. So I would need to click it 5 times. That 500 power points, I'm not gonna get that much. And you know, I want to re-elect the country because he's giving me advisor cost. But on the other hand, I have how many years to complete this mission? I have 20 years, it should be enough. Once this ruler dies, I'm gonna start working on this. Something that I can't forget about. Remember, you always pay for mercs, full price, if you turn off your armies. So you should always drill the armies that are not busy doing something, going after war or rebels. That's what I started doing again, because look how much, see, 0.8 army professionals yearly from this drilling. Of course, you might say, oh, you're decreasing the merc cost, what do you find that you're getting, but on the other hand, you're getting siege ability, which is also pretty useful. Germany is getting consolidated a bit quicker than normally because there is no HRE. That's why I'm just improving relations with the biggest countries around here. Ottomans just attacked Pope? Ottoman conquest of Zara, 150k of Ottomans. Is anyone else helping you? Well, if I reject, all of the Catholic countries is gonna get minus 15 relations, which is not something we want because I was improving opinion with everyone in order for them to not join the coalition. So 25 prestige, I guess we'll have to join it, and I guess this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be... I will leave 12k stacks on the here and here to do with rebels, or I take 3 of my main stacks to fight. So I'll do 2 battles, one in Zara, which is a war goal, and I want to do another one in Split, but it looks like I won't be able to get there on time. And here, remember, my mercs have 115% discipline, so this is pretty easy. I'll just go and touch everything to Swiss Home Guard. And Swiss Home Guard will be just running around and winning battles. Because I had worry the Ottomans, the coalition started forming, which means that in the end I have to attack Munich, just call France. Just, you know, so they don't join the coalition. Okay, in the meantime, season down. I choose Lithuania Senate when I'm... Oh no, Moscow is gonna help him. See? More nations are joining the coalition, but it's like very minor ones. Well, I'll leave Lithuania to after my next war with Moscow. It should be fine. See, this AE is not that much. And I could even piece out Munich for ritual of my course with... Not really an impact. I'm telling you, Ottoman amount of the troops is just infinite here. We've killed 120,000 of them already, and they just keep coming with more. They did not even lose much of manpower. But at least I'm straight on a moment. We can go ahead and white piece them. Thank you, I don't want to be part of this anymore. Just look at this, with the improved relations, nobody cares. I'll go ahead and piece them out. 4% war score, come on. Take 100%. And come on, the coalition. Nobody cares about you. Why just you don't dissolve? That's so many power points to core. That's part of my state. Yep. Well, at least I can take national honors and monthly autonomy change 0.5. So that will resolve any of my issues remaining for the local autonomy. But yeah, I have a bigger problem with this and actual GAF capacity. So why don't I go to burgers and take GAF capacity from them to fix this issue? You know what, I'll also release Ingolstadt simply to save a bit of power points and get Reconquest Casus Belli on Munich in the next war. I got a border friction Casus Belli on Moscow for an event. That's giving me a CP on every bordering province, I think except capital, because I don't have Moskva. And I can take these provinces for only 75% cost and AE. Why don't we go and attack for... What's the biggest development of these provinces? I think Rzew is gonna be a good choice. Sweden, are you feeling okay? You have a bit too many of particulars around. Used to be my strong ally. But I'm allied to the rival, which is Why is Sweden? This Sweden is drunk. Anyway, I'm good to piece out Moscow. Taking all of these provinces, almost full money. And I have just enough points to core this. How many provinces do we have already? That's 176. Age of Reformation started, which means there should be a reminder for that we should stop raising war taxes. And one unfortunate thing over here is that the amount of rebels they're having is that we lost the across expansion impact from Age of Discovery, and we only have one thing completed here. Anyway, my truce with Milan ended, and I don't want them to join my coalition, so just attack them, humiliate rival Casus Belli. And I think I might actually go and show strength on them, because I have nothing better to do. I will spend the next policy bonus on construction cost, which really at this point is... it has to go for the card houses. I'll just spend down to 1.1 thousand. Look, this is not fun. So I'm hitting mill points cap. It's time. 75, 80, 78, 81, 84. And when is the next election happening? In September of this year. Yeah, I have, because it's gonna change in January, so I have to click it one more time. 87, which means I'm getting additional, yes, 2.5 Republican tradition yearly now. It means that every election, which is 3 years, right? Every election I'm getting 7.5 Republican tradition, while I'm spending 8. So it's only half of Republican tradition I'm losing every election. With card houses finished, you can see the problem is far smaller, and I'll keep building them up. The last espionage ideas is here: vassal acceptance, favor growth, spy cost, production efficiency, discipline, as well as a policy for foreign spy detection for defense, but I'm not gonna take another Diplo one. Or never mind, it's for free, of course I'm gonna take it then. Just a reminder, if any of you do not remember that, if you go for humiliate rival casus belli, you have a peace deal called show strength, and this is giving you 100 of each monarch power. Just look, 440, 553. Now it's far better. It never slows down. Already piecing out Bohemia for almost full peace deal, getting my border with Saxony and gold mine, fixing the borders. AE is just fine. Command of these countries could join the coalition, but they cannot because I have positive relations with them. I'll start coring these provinces and go after Poland now. How about the religions in HRE? Oh, that's why I could take so much. Because Bohemia is Protestant. That helped. Mr. Poland, let's go for another war. I think we're gonna be very close with this peace deal against Poland. Just in 100 years into game, 192 provinces, almost double Zlewikk already. The AE map is absolutely glorious. Countries around the world, they don't care. There's no AE there. But for countries in the HRE, they all do care. But I have too good relations with them, too good opinion for them to join, because remember, nation can have 500 I guess expansion on you, but if their opinion of you is positive, which is probably not possible with 500 AE, but yeah, just an example, if they have a positive opinion of you, they cannot join the coalition, and that's what I'm using. These guys have a truce with me, these guys have positive opinion. No, not Intel! We probably just lost like 5 income from gold. Well, if we've lost it in Intel, how about we develop it in other places? But we need prosperity for that, and we need power points. For now I'm behind in Diplo. Lithuania is being protected by Poland, but honestly it doesn't matter much. I mean, it's even better, because Poland only has like 20k troops, and we're gonna shorten our truce with them to just 5 years. Tier 7 the gun reform is for sure GAV capacity, because it was tough, but with this change it's not tough anymore, not even close. That's a beautiful Riga. 104 years of the gameplay and already double Zlewikk. Hold my mercs, we are just getting started over here. And honestly, looking at Papal influence, that Pope just died and it got revived, he doesn't have that much of the influence for the next Curia controller. And as I have the most important bonuses here, I can just go and start investing to become the next Pope. We have to keep in mind that our economy is still not maybe super based, but fairly based on the gold mines. That's why I'm gonna state this over here provinces, and of course with the goal to get Eggers, another gold mine into our hand. And of course you might say, oh, it's not your religion, you're losing good spirits modifier. Where I have so much of tolerance that it doesn't hurt us. So once the month tick passes, we got 2.5 ducats of income here. Something weird just happened. Look, Lorraine got so much AE, I could join the coalition. But I don't think I'm gonna do that. I'm really counting on them to switch to reforms, so I'm gonna get less AE in Europe. Printing press just launched, not in our country, but in Aachen. But well, it's not far away from us, and all of the Protestant provinces are getting the institution spread. How much it is in our Protestant provinces? Well, it's almost nothing. But we're gonna get this institution soon, it's in Europe after all. My first bonus in Age of Reformation is gonna be Province Wars Caucus versus other religions, and I of course mostly want to use it against Reformation. Province Wars Caucus of Munich is quite good, see I'm only gonna take these provinces. That's a bit of AE, but I think we're gonna not take that much. We're gonna be fine. Looking at the aggressive expansion, people won't care. I have to prepare for even more wars. I just want more of them to convert to Protestant. I know it happens from time to time, but it's very rare. Imagine, 99% on the siege. It's going 152 days with 8,000 of cannons, and there's 1% chance it won't go down right now, and okay, it went down. You know, I'm at the point of the game where I really don't have to care about AE, because it's mainly in Central Europe, in Italy, where my allies, they really don't care. So, you know, Great Britain, France and Portugal. So Western European hackbox is fine with my expansion in Germany. At last, Saxony moved to reformed, which means after a war with Poland and me saving a bit more of admin mana, Saxony is next. Oh boys, imagine 1566 and we are taking that many provinces in Germany without caring about even AE, look. It's nothing, and we are hitting 250 provinces already. This is it, guys. France decided that we are no longer friends, and they rivaled me. Well, I can only do the same, and they can start getting ready to get their ass whooped. And it's even good news, I would say, because we need to clear the borders here to increase our Switzer ocean. From the Holy See, I will definitely take the inflation reduction. I have to start working on it, honestly. Besides that, I think I'm gonna start looking for inflation reduction advisor as well. Yeah, there it goes. Let's take him on level 2. And we gotta take this down below 10. With tech 14 taken on the military, I gotta get the inflation guy back. I can go for the mission here, which requires me to get in this area 3/4 of level 3. But it's just 3 owned provinces, so it should be anywhere. It's just marking, okay. States. Let me just go and make it 1, 2. Take a loan. 3. A mercenary for an advisor. Remember, I had this event in one of the previous episodes. That's 15% more of armies for our mercenaries. And also a cheaper advisor, which I think I'm gonna take. Well, before my truce with France ends in like 4 years, I gotta take down Lorraine as well as Sweden. And I think I should be able to do both wars at the same time. For Sweden, I think I might want to go for... No, I want to create a claim on them, so I'll be creating a claim while we gotta declare the war on Lorraine. Ooh, Great Britain. No, you know what? I'll attack Lorraine while we're France, so at least Great Britain will not be able to help them. I want to keep my alliance with Great Britain, so gotta go ahead and create a claim on Munster and attack them instead. It's even better because Great Britain will help me against Munster, which means we'll use this occasion to attack Lorraine at the same time. Did they just ally Munster? Because they weren't allied. Or I'm just blind, but I think they were not allied. Well, I mean, it's okay. We'll just break all of their alliances. Oh, at least the Council of Trent. This is very good information for us. What's this? Yeah, counter information, not needed. More importantly, this is good information because if you take a look into our mission tree, you'll see that we actually need that. So let me just go ahead here and we gotta choose one of these. So conciliatory is gonna give us improved relation bonus and resistant to reformation, but it will be hard to convert any heretics, while harsh is gonna give us missionary strength, but it's gonna decrease the institution spread. But I will go for the missionary strength over here. With that, there it goes. That's a 50 diplomat as well as cheaper advisor. Just right now, I'm not gonna take him, or maybe I'm gonna because I really need admin mana. I'm gonna take him. Sorry, I'm not gonna reduce inflation that fast anymore because we need this guy on level 5 to maximize admin mana generation because we are gonna unlock the new idea group soon. And by the way, let's just take this. So if I'm going on a path of conversions, let me just go and take one bonus, another bonus, another bonus, another bonus. Now, this is a bit faster. Now we are gonna piece out multiple countries at the same time. I think that I just need to be able to piece out Magdeburg first, because otherwise I won't be able to fully annex Munich. Okay, good night Magdeburg, and let's go. Munich, Full annexation, that's gonna be 450 mana to core because it's just a lot of development. I thought it's part of one of my stage, but it's just a lot of development. Send this big deal. Can I just... yeah, 20 less development is gonna be of big help. Now instead I'm gonna pay 371 to core. It's still a lot. Then we go with these boys. So Friesland, I think we are gonna take money and everything from you. Same from Holland. I don't need your provinces. Just take all of this. Then we can go for tier itself. Only Nassau for now. After tier we can go and take down these boys. With Dortmund included. We don't care about AE, remember. Sick. And then at last from Sweden we are gonna take these few provinces just to keep good borders. And war reparations. You gotta accept the war reparations, boys. How much overextended am I? I'm a lot overextended, but I want to release a small vassal around here just to save a bit of admin mana. Especially that we should be taking technology and unlocking the new idea group. So just first focus on this. Yeah, there it goes, Sweden. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Come back home, come back home, come back home. And as told you, I will release here subjects, plenty of them. Dortmund, maybe Cologne. I think Cologne will be cool too, but they are Protestant. But everything I will release here is gonna be Protestant. So I guess it's fine. Then I'm gonna feed them in Czech, 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 and Czech. With this done, I'm gonna enforce religion of them. They are still loyal, as you can see. And the rest, 108%. I'm gonna feed the Nassau into them as well. This way, this is 100.8. Are you serious? Maybe yes. Concentrate, that's 95. I might even have I have enough points to core all. This is just beautiful borders now. We've got 256 provinces right now. With a bit of Diplo points, I'm gonna start investing Burgers are loyal into gold mines. Because I'm not having the best setup for the trade nodes, and that's why we got to boost this source of economy a little bit. Same for Kosovo, you can see I have prosperity in every single one of them. That makes my gold income 30, which is on par, like it's perfectly balanced.
As all things should be.
It's all around 30. So I want to be a bit more ahead in admin tech. I should steal it from someone that has it already. Like France, let's see. What's your spy network? I'm building spy network. It's going really fast. So remember, as I'm one tech behind, I can get up to 5% of tech cost for the spy network at 100%. So we're gonna save a little bit with admin mana, with the spy network, and then we're gonna peak tech 14 and admin idea group. So my truce with France ends in November of this year. I'll go ahead and provoke all upcoming soon revolts just to make sure we deal with them, and that I'll be able to just simply move all of my troops on the border with... Ooh, that's nice. On the border with France. Truce with France ended, which means that we got attacked then to avoid coalition. By the way, I should improve relations with this boys as well. I mean, we're good war with them anyway now. Let's declare war for the conquest of Franche-Comté. Please tell me in comments if that was correct. Send this 2 stacks on this fort. This 2 stacks on this fort. And this additional 2 stacks will be also coming, they just have to deal with rebels. I think I will try my first battle against French troops. So 27,000 going into Charolais. See, this discipline doesn't matter because this is not the discipline of my mercs. My mercs are having 115% discipline. Anyway, they're reinforcing more troops, that's why I'm sending more mercs. And that's why I'll probably also go to these boys and invest a little bit into their militarization, which should be giving me currently more discipline, but maybe it has to update. See how they're setting everything at once. That's not a good idea to keep fighting here. See, the losses was pretty close, but remember, they losing manpower, I'm losing nothing. Have opportunity for another battle here. Not so sure how to play around with these mercs. I probably should gather as many mercs as possible that have cannons. Like for example, we have 8,000 cannons here, we need cannons in the back. If I go in with everything, I have a chance of actually wiping them in this battle. This was close. Yeah, you can see the mercs militarization is giving me currently 0.8% discipline. And also some manpower. They are overstacking a lot. I think they're gonna pump out of manpower fairly quickly. While Merc's manpower is infinite, but they still have a lot of reserves. As I'm hitting admin points cap, that's the time. Let's go and take this, 500 points. And I will richly take admin ideas. Because, first of all, that's cooperation goals, which I really lack. But more importantly, if you go to the policies, you'll see that more cooperation cost. Why also mercenary maintenance, so my mercs will be even cheaper. With France running north, can go ahead and attack these boys here. Maybe without this stack, to not overstack too much. This is also a good opportunity here. That's a wipe, I think. You go and reinforce now. Yep, we've wiped France for the first time in this war. How's your... yeah, the amount of the troops is just not decreasing. Now that's gonna be an interesting battle that we are having with them. Reinforce this. I've got a bonus here, which is mercenary discipline. Obviously. That's 121% now. Wanted to wipe them here, but it looks like they're running away too fast. Yeah, these guys cannot reinforce, don't worry. Let's go with this as well. And that should be just enough to win it. We already killed 200,000 troops and Holland does not want to fight anymore. I think I should try piecing out Aragon separately as well, but that's a work of Great Britain now. My next guarantee for, let's take a look, it's tier 8. What we can get trade bonuses, we could get trade steering, we could get more trade, that's just domestic trade power abroad, and embracing institution gives you power points, yield inflation reduction, interest per annum, and I think that's definitely what I need right now. By the way, it might be also worth for us to go with war taxes, and I also need to recruit another merc type because I just got wiped for 20k. Mr. Mercs, independent company is something that I really make huge use of. Here the last stand of my Mercs 20,000 when I go with over 40,000. Easy peasy. I think more wipes are slowly coming. We already killed 360,000 of their troops, and France is down to 98,000 troops and 60,000 manpower. Mr. Aragon, please end your relationship with France, and that makes them down to just all of these troops. And I gotta go and reinforce the battle here because it's super worth it for us. It's on -2 woods. I think I would win even without reinforcement. That is better to be safe and yeah. Sorry, how about we go after these guys right away. What is big advantage of playing with only mercs is that you don't have to shift consolidate, you just consolidate because you know, consolidating does not delete mercs. And you know, my strategy for now would be first of all slowly switching them down farther, especially with smaller merc stacks. But more importantly, fighting as many battles as possible to freaking drain the whole power out of this France. My truce with Poland ended in the meantime. And I don't have a claim. Well, I guess they're gonna join my coalition, but it's fine. Actually, my truce with Lorraine already ended. And we don't want them to join the coalition. That's why I attacked them already. But of course, soon I'll move my troops there. I'm just thinking, yeah, I think I can afford yet another merc stack. So let's maybe find one with some cannons. Or do you want the bigger quantity? That's a tough choice, right? What's gonna be more worth for us? I think I'll go for the cannons. And there we go. Remember, we have Land Maintenance Advisor, which gives you a chance for an event for 20% of armies, but honestly, I'm not so sure that impacts mercs at this point. With reducing France to like 19,000 troops, you can see the coalition started dissolving. Yeah, again, scared of us. This was also perfect opportunity to get our army tradition up. Alright, we use that to span a couple of good generals. Of course, just keep the best of them. Nothing really special, honestly, with this army tradition, and we got our professions to 60%. And the thing is, I can go and get the cooperation costs from here. I think I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna lack a lot of power points to core the provinces from these peace deals. I think it's high time for the last peace deal today, taking all of these provinces from Lorraine and taking all of these provinces from France. How I'll deal with this overextension and coring all these provinces. First, let's take this. Let's take power points, and let's take 5% more of armies. How I'm gonna deal with the state of the country? Well, I can show you that in another episode. Of course, if you want me to still continue this series, and if you want to do that, let me know by just liking this video. And of course, I'm gonna see you very, very soon. If you subscribe to the channel, get notified about the future videos. Bye!